Hey everyone, I'm Scott, and welcome to a brand new series that I like to call A New Way to Play. This is going to be the first episode, and in this series I just want to come up with new fun ways to play these old classic and loved songs, so that way everybody can enjoy it and maybe learn a little something or two. Today we're going to take on Auld Lang Syne to bring in the new year, which is coming up real soon. So if you are interested in learning to play this song, please stick around. Okay, so to start, before we play a single note, we just have to figure out how we set up the song on the guitar today. What we did is we changed the tuning from the normal E standard tuning to drop D. So for those of you that don't know, drop D is just taking your low E string, also known as E6, and taking it down a whole step. So you're just going to grab the little tuner knob and tune it down until it sounds like this. Any tuner will be able to help you find it very quickly. It's not that hard, and we'll get past that point very soon. Next up is going to be the capo. Now, capo simply allows you to change the keys of songs a lot easier just by sticking literally a little bar across each fret you want. We did a little something different with ours. Instead of it putting it on correct way, we put it on wrong. We flipped it upside down and put it on the second fret. We did this because we want to be able to play in what we call a C-shaped chord for our main chord, which is a D major. Sounds like this. But we wanted to keep that drop D bass. And if we had covered that string on the second fret, it would have changed it to an E. So we really want it right there. So to start, we're going to break this song down between verse and chorus. We're going to start with the verse. We're going to work with that for the next little bit. We're going to find the melody, and I'm going to play through that here in a second, and then we're going to use the melody to find those chords. The melody goes like this. Got a couple of chords here. We got a B minor 7, a D major, a with an E in the bass. We also are going to be playing in the verse. Our melody wants to normally would want to drive us back to a B when we get to that nice high part of Never Come to Mind. But what we're going to do instead, we played a nice little G chord. Just to change it up a little bit, make the verse stand out a little bit from the chorus. So that's going to be right underneath your D note is your G, same fret, and right there. Real simple. So that's the basic chord structure. Again, it's not super complicated. Nice easy song to get us going, and then we'll build from that, pick up a little more interesting playing parts. One of the main things that we'll get to about this song, and I'll actually do a little bit of it now, is the reason we left this D open is because we're going to do that nice droning bass note throughout all these different chords we're doing. So it's going to sound like really nice like that. We're not going to play it on every single chord. For all these chords where you're staying up real low on the neck, you try and do it. We'll add it in there. Just adds a really pretty bassiness to there, fills out the song a little bit better. So in just a second, I'm going to play the actual verse for you guys the way I do it, and then we'll break down the flow and the picking style that we're going to go for. Nice close-up of the hand. So I'm going to do a open there. We're going to do a D major chord. So we're going to do that C shape that a lot of people are probably used to by now. But we're going to do a D, just like that. Non-saddest of all keys. Then our next chord, we're going to slide up to the 7th fret. You're going to keep your ring finger on the same string and slide up, drop the pinky down to the next one, and then we've got the next one. It's gonna be the A over the E. Right, and then we're gonna go back to the D again. There's that. We'll go back up to the A, but we're losing that that bass note in the E, so a little different. Slide down to the G. Just like that, same shape, just sliding down a whole step. Then back to the D. Back to the E over A. One more time with the D, B minor, so it's going to be D, B minor, slide, D. And that is the verse. Okay, so we're going to do the alternate picking of this song to give a little pretty top end to the melody. What we're going to use is our thumb, our index finger, and our middle finger to pluck through these strings. So I'm going to use the emphasis on our D chord because it's the easiest one. You're going to be using the same picking pattern for each chord, except for the chords that I'll talk through where we're just strumming through it. You're not actually going to be picking on that. So here we go. We're going to start just on that D, like I said. So we're going to down, and then you're going to get your middle finger. You're going to pluck your B string, and then take your index finger. You're going to pluck your G string, and then take your index finger again and pluck the D string. Just like that, but we're just going to do it in a faster motion. So the way it's going to sound, though, when you're doing this, is you're going to be doing the next downstroke with your thumb. At the same time, you're hitting that D string again, so it's... Okay, so alternate picking. Left hand, we're going to be following along with chord shapes as well as the fingers we have to move to keep the melody rolling. So when we're on our D chord, our very first note to start the song is actually going to be that. It's a leading tone, but we're gonna the first chord is going to be the D major right there. So we're going to do our picking pattern. So it's going to be, it's all about lifting and dropping your left hand ring finger. Then you're going to slide up to that F sharp there, and then back down to your next chord, which is the A major with the E in the bass. And then you're lifting and dropping your pinky to go from the what is that? The E. You're doing an E note there to the A. Then you slide right back up. Do that hammer again. Here comes the A chord. Just playing through it, just downstroke to the G. So this is where we're going to pick up the picking again. Watch my middle finger. So it's just going to be like landing it and then pulling it off. To get back to that D chord again. So let's do it one more time. Let's slow it down. And then right back to that hammering the D again. So on that final D chord, before you do the slide to the end, you're gonna do hit the D and the D together, just like you did before. But you're going to lift that ring finger, and instead of coming back down after the one hit, you're just going to stay up. And then you're going to land it on the G. Just going to do a little faster, so. And that's the verse right there. We are moving into the chorus now. The structure of the chorus, the chord progression only introduces us to 2 new chord shapes. They're actually the same, some of the same chords we've used tonally, but the shapes are changing, so we have different voicings to continue the flow of the song in a more interesting and fun way. So how we're going to start it though, is we're going to find that melody. So that is your melody for the chorus. You heard it doesn't sound that different from the verse itself. It's just a different arrangement of the exact same notes that we've actually already played through. So we'll go from there. I'm going to play through the chords real quick. You're going to see the different hand shapes I'm going to be going through, and then we'll break it down after that. Okay, so for the chorus, we're going to do the little chord breakdown here. We're going to start off with a B minor chord, and then we're going to pull away your ring finger to the B minor 7, just creating that melody, that little melody note. Then we're going to lift your middle finger on that B minor 7 to walk into your D chord. Right there, and we're going to slide up to that E over A. Start it again at the B minor, B minor 7, hammer it. Then we're going to go up to the A, and then to the new B minor way up here. I'm going to walk it back down to the A, down to the B minor 7, hammer it, D, E over A. Then I'm going to do the little slide. D, B minor 7, slide, D. Alright, so now that we've broken down the verse and the chorus, and we've gone through all the motions, this is what it'll sound like in the end. And there it is. Alright, that's it everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and comment below. I need ideas. Please tell me about what songs you'd like to find a new way to play through. And look out for more videos as we're doing them. Happy New Year everybody, and thanks again.